one thing that might be stopping you from getting deletions from your credit report. And once you fix this one thing, it's gonna help increase your chances to get deletions like this, like this, like this. Now, you're probably wondering, what is that one thing? Don't worry, I got you. So, before we talk about the one thing, you need to understand this, right? Treatment of inaccurate or unverifiable information, 15 USC 1681 I-5, all right? Go over this specific law really quick, all right? If, after any reinvestigation under paragraph 1 of any information disputed by a consumer, an item of information is found to be inaccurate or incomplete or cannot be verified, the consumer reporting agency shall, right, promptly delete that item of information from the file of the consumer or modify that information as appropriate based on the results of the reinvestigation and promptly notify the furnisher of that information that the information has been modified or deleted from the file of the consumer. All right. Now, how can we leverage inaccurate, incomplete, or verified, right? Now, there are multiple things, but one of the things I want to talk about is this one right here. Inaccurate, incomplete, or cannot be verified. Verified. Now, how are your accounts being verified? That's the question, right? Now, one way, of course, your accounts are being verified is by personal information. Now, when it comes to your personal information, it's not your first name, not your last name, it's your address that is associated with this specific account. Now, you're probably thinking, how do I figure out which specific address is associated with what specific account? I got you, so pay attention to me really quick, all right? Now, when it comes to the specific address, now what you want to do is create an account with Experian, all right? Very important. Create an account with Experian. Now, once you create an account with Experian, all right, you can create a free account. Google Experian free account. You're going to be able to create a free account with Experian, all right? Now, once you create this specific account, now what you want to do is click on Help Center, all right? You want to scroll all the way down to the bottom, all right, and click on Help Center, all right? Now, once you click on Help Center, it's going to be very important. Click on File Dispute. Now, once you click on File Dispute, now what we want to do is click on Start a New Dispute, all right? Now, once we click on Start a New Dispute, what you're going to see is all the negative accounts and your personal information and things. You want to click on the Personal Information tab, very important. All right, now once you click on the Personal Information tab, you're going to see all your addresses right on that Personal Information tab. And what I want you to do is click on every specific address, right? Very important. Click on every specific address. And then what we're going to do is act like we're about to dispute, right? Act like we're about to dispute, all right? So what you're going to do is click on every address and say, never lived there, all right? And what you're going to see is this right here. This address was reported to Experian by City Cards Bank, right? Please contact the company, whatever, right? Now, the reason why we're doing this is because we want to see what specific address is actually associated with what specific account. Very important. And once you list and figure out every single address that's associated with what specific account, you get the address ID. Now what you want to do is act like you're about to print the report. Well, print the report, right? And then once you print the report, you want to scroll all the way to the part where it says addresses, because now what you're going to see is the address and you're going to see the address ID number. Very important. Now you can see, right, what specific address is attached to what specific account, because now you have the address ID. Very important. You see the address ID. Now you see what address is attached to that specific account. And once we figure out what address is attached with what specific account, now you can leverage that information to help you get the account removed from your credit report. Is it 100% guaranteed? Nothing's 100% guaranteed, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So what we want to do is figure out, now we want to do is create a letter to Experian, to TransUnion, to Equifax to actually remove this specific address or these specific address that are attached to these specific account from your credit report, all right? Hold on, before we talk about creating this specific letter, now I know you're gonna have specific questions, all right? Because sometimes you're trying to figure out, should I do this, should I do that? And that's the reason why I created a way to actually help you and guide you through the process of knocking the credit bureaus out. And if you want to get started today, you can get started today for $0, right? And me and my team, we're going to help you and walk you through the process of fixing your credit, right? You can ask your specific questions. Every week we go live. If that's something that you want to do, just click the link in the description. I got you. But let me show you how to actually create this specific letter to knock the credit bureaus out. So to create this specific letter, right? Here's what you want to do. First name, last name, current address, today's date, right? Experience. I was looking over my credit report and found some addresses that appear to be inaccurate, all right? Now, what you want to do is list out all those specific addresses, very important. 123 Main Street, Orlando, Florida. Address is outdated. Please, start this part over. 123 Main Street, Orlando, Florida, 32808. Address is outdated. Delete personal data due to violation of 15 USC 1681 EB. All right. Now, once we have all the specific addresses that are on this, like list all the specific addresses, you also want to add your personal information. Your first name and last name that is actually incorrect on your credit report. All right. So list the name, and to say name is outdated, delete personal data due to violation of 15 USC 1681 EB. All right. Now, if you have employers on your credit report that is inaccurate or is outdated, what you want to do is put the employer actual name and remove the employee is outdated. Delete personal data due to violation of 15 USC 1681 EB. You get what I'm going with this, and just list all your personal information that is outdated, inaccurate, listed all on here, right? And then what we want to do is say thank you, put your first name, last name, and then what we want to do is add 2 forms of identification, right, to this specific letter, and send it to Experian, send it to TransUnion, and send it to Equifax, right? Once we send it to these specific credit bureaus, just wait the time. If this way doesn't work, you can also give Experian a call. You probably want to do that first. You can give Experian a call, and once you give them a call, you can also use this specific phone number, because we all know that if you call Experian, they play crazy. You get the automated service. So what you want to do is get a human being on the phone, right? And what you want to do is call 714-830-7000, right? And then what we want to do is press 2. And then from there, you want to say, hey, I want to talk to the fraud department. No, this is not fraud, but you want to talk to a fraud department. Now, once you get a fraud department person on the phone, you want to talk about the specific addresses that you want to get removed from your credit report, all right? Tell them it's outdated, you don't live there no more, and hey, and get that address removed from your credit report. They're going to ask you the specific address. Now you tell them all the specific addresses. Now you can get those accounts. Well, you're going to get the addresses removed from your credit report. Now, the same thing that you do with Experian, give Equifax a call, give TransUnion a call as well, all right? Now, most of the time you get a human being when it comes to TransUnion and Equifax, but when it comes to Experian, like I said, you get the automated service, all right? So now what you want to do is do that way. Now, if that way doesn't work, the letter doesn't work, now let me show you how to file a complaint with the CFPB to knock them out, all right? So here's how you're going to file a complaint with the CFPB. So one way you can actually file a complaint with the CFPB to remove your personal information is by leveraging this, right? You want to scroll all the way down to the bottom and click on credit reporting. And then from there, what you want to do is click on credit reporting again, and then click on next, all right? Now from there, what you want to do is look for inaccurate information on your credit report, all right? Which best describes your problem. Information belongs to someone else. Personal information is incorrect, and that's the one we want to click on. Information is missing, should not be on your report. Information is missing that should be on your report, whatever. Account information is incorrect. Old information reappears, never goes away, right? So what we want to do is click on personal information is incorrect on your credit report, all right? Have you already tried to fix this problem? Yes, all right. Did you request information from the company? Either yes or no. What information did you request? You can tell them, hey, I tried to get this personal information removed from my credit report. Did the company provide you with this information? No, all right. And then from there, what we want to do is just click on next. And then from there, we want to actually put, right, everything that specifically happened, all right? So you gave Experian a call to the fraud department to remove XY name, whatever, to remove this, name off my credit report to remove this, address off my credit report, all right? And then I also sent the letter in and then they didn't do it. So just list everything that happened, and then what would be a fair resolution? Tell them I want these addresses and names removed from my credit report, and I attach the document, all right? So the document, you're gonna attach the letter that you sent to Experian, because you don't want to list your addresses and your personal information in here, right? But you just want to tell them everything that happened, the addresses and whatever. And then from there, just tell them remove address from my credit report and then attach the specific document, right? And then from there, what we want to do is, sorry about that. From there, what we want to do is just click on next, all right? Now, once we click on next, who are we actually talking to? So right now, we're just looking up Experian Information Solutions, right? And then from there, what you want to do is just click on name as it appears on your credit report. So what we want to do is click on Experian Information Solution, social security number, right? Name as it appears on your credit report, date of birth, right? Now, click on all that. Do you want to complain with another company? Yes, all right. Now, you want to also put, because I'm pretty sure Experian got your information incorrect, Equifax has your information incorrect, and TransUnion has your information incorrect, all right? So what we want to do is send this dispute also, or this complaint also, to the other two credit bureaus, all right? So what you'll do is just look up Equifax, all right? So look up Equifax. Equifax Information Services, all right? And then do you want to complain with another company? Yes. And then what we want to do is look up TransUnion. And this is what we want to use, all right? And then have you already tried? Yes. Did you request information from this company? Yes. All right. What information did you request to update your personal information? All right. Same thing with this. And then you just want to click on everything, your social, name as appears on your credit report, date of birth, right? And the same thing for this one is to, this company provides you with the information? No. All right. Social, name as appears, date of birth. So now you understand the process to remove that specific address that is associated with that specific account from your credit report. Now, there is a unique process that you gotta use to actually remove that account from your credit report that is associated with that address. And the only way you're gonna learn how to do that is by watching this video right here.